Sí, que tengo a la viajera porque estaba viajando por
There's the room, and it's empty and waiting for us as promised.
por Sumero.
Navia is such a good person. Now that the serial disappearances case has been solved, no one's going to come after us for anything. Even without Silver standing guard, we can just completely relax. Why don't we stay and rest up here for a while? Even machines in Fontaine need to stop and recharge now and then.
¿Y hacemos una escapada a algún sitio bonito?
Oh, come on! This place isn't that bad. Besides, how often do we
Ah,
get
a la viajera no le gusta esta zona. Vamos, Paimon, no te cañes a ti misma.
Oh, fine, fine. Remember that detective story Paimon read before? Well, the author is about to release a new book, so Paimon wanted to buy it as soon as it came out and have a quiet place to read it.
Bueno, pero esta vez no me destripes la trama, ¿verdad?
But it's agreed. Come on, let's get some sleep.
Me ha ido bien en la semana. Han pasado muchas cosas en esta semana. He hecho muchas cosas en esta semana. Y lo que le sigue la próxima semana. La verdad es que estoy sorprendida de mí misma, señores y señoras.
Paimon didn't expect that style at all. Even though it's a detective novel, it's also like a social documentary. Whew. It's actually pretty good.
A buenas horas la terminas.
No! Paimon just spends a bit more time sleeping than you, that's all.
Excuse me, but do you know if the Traveler and Paimon are lodging here?
Sí, hola, ¿qué tal? Soy yo.
Huh? Who are you? Paimon doesn't recall seeing you before. Wait, you're not here to give us trouble, are you?
A blonde traveler and a chatty little fairy.
¿Qué habla por los codos?
Looks like I found the place. Good thing I asked the Spina di Rosula. Seems they sent me the right way.
Hey, what do you mean by chatty? Paimon's always careful not to talk too much. Most of the
It's an
Ay,
honor to
upsi,
meet you
la
both.
intro. Lo siento.
I was sent from the Palais Mermonia. Monsieur Nourilat wishes to see you. It seems he has something important to discuss in person.
Ah, vaya, vaya, Nubilet. Ok.
Nivelette? He wants to see us again already? Huh. We talked so much the last time we met. Has something happened since then?
I am not privy to the details. It would be best if you came to the Palais Mermonia and asked Monsieur Nourilat in person.
If you say so, but Paimon has a bad feeling about this.
Now
¿Desde
that I've
cuándo
delivered
tienes
the
bien
message,
desarrollados tus
I'll
instintos,
take my
Paimon?
leave.
Thanks! We haven't left the room for a few days, so we'll head over once we've freshened up a bit.
Hacia las estrellas del abismo marino. ¡Perrito! Hola, bonito. Por favor, ya. Programadores de Genshin, desarrollen ya la animación de acariciar al perrito, por favor. Por favor, se los agradecería muchísimo, por favor. Ok. Habla con Monsieur Nebulit. Monsieur. ¿Han comido alguna comida tradicional francesa? Yo acepto que el croquet Monsieur es bien sabroso. No sé hacerlo. Debería de conseguir la receta, sinceramente. E intentarlo. Monsieur Nebulet. Me dijeron que pidió un poco de mi apoyito. ¿Qué quiere usted, Monsieur?
We're here! Did you want to see us about something? Huh? Why were you just standing there? You daydreaming or thinking something over?
Yes, I did send someone to fetch you. But as for what I'd like to discuss next, well, I still have some reservations.
Given that we've already made the trip here, you should just tell us. Bet you need us to help you with something, right?
I do indeed have something I'd like to ask you to do. However, you should wait until after I tell you the details, then decide for yourselves whether you'd like to help or not. The situation is this.
Un poco en el
If I'm
Palacio de
understanding
Mermonia.
you correctly, the Snezhnayan harbinger known as the Knave has essentially requested a diplomatic meeting with you, correct?
La Sota. Ah, The Maid. Claro, ya sé quién.
I heard that she was originally from Fontaine. But for her to suddenly arrive here and abruptly request such a meeting like this, I sincerely advise you to refuse her invitation outright. I'm sure you're aware that her purpose is most likely related to Child's recent predicament. We convicted one of the Snezhnayan harbingers in a court of law, but we have yet to provide any form of detailed report on the matter. This does indeed provide an opportunity for Snezhnaya to put pressure on us.
Yo la verdad creo que lo más japonés que he probado es el ramen, el sushi y los rollos primavera. ¿Los rollos primavera son japoneses? ¿No eran chinos?
I believe we should adopt an evasive stance until we can provide a proper explanation and have a preliminary plan on how to deal with the matter.
El soyu no es japonés, el soyu es coreano.
No, we shouldn't. I think we should agree to the meeting.
El sake, es bien sabroso. Hay un sake que es de lichi y es bien sabroso. Pues, che caro. No me lo he probado en toda mi fucking vida. Y de ahí como que le pienso 2 veces antes de pedirlo porque está che caro.
Well, you see, we are the ones that owe an explanation. If we keep putting off the meeting, it could easily result in the problem escalating, right? It's like a fight between 2 friends. If they don't agree to see each other and talk in person, isn't it possible that the friendship could end entirely?
Though diplomatic relations between Fontaine and Snezhnaya could be considered as friendly,
claro, principalmente porque lo tiene vecino. Si no mal recuerdo, Snezhnaya está justo al ladito de... Bueno, arribita de Fontaine. So, no tienen de otra más que tener buenas relaciones con ellos, si no, valió patata.
It was just an analogy. An analogy, okay?
Moreover, even if we were to talk in person, if we don't have sufficient information prepared, it is quite possible the result wouldn't be restored relations, but a complete falling out.
I don't think we should overthink those possibilities yet. Even if the logic of the divine is not immediately apparent, its wisdom will only be revealed with time.
Es el supremo razonamiento divino.
Besides, you'll be at the meeting. If any problems do pop up, you'll have no problem navigating them.
¿Qué confianza le tiene a Nubilet? Prácticamente el que maneja todo es Nubilet, no Furina.
I must clarify that interacting and communicating with people outside of court is not my cup of tea. It seems you think too much of me. But more importantly, when did I agree to join the meeting with you?
No me metas en tu planes.
You mean you won't come? No, that won't do. I can't go to the meeting alone. You have to accompany me. I must take you with me.
Te arrastraré de la toga.
Lady Farina, could there be something else regarding this matter that is being kept from me?
No, not at all. Look, I am the Hydro-Archon of Fontaine, Focalor, the god of justice who is loved and adored by many.
Sigo sin comprender por qué tiene 2 nombres, Furina y Focalor. ¿Por qué? Yo ya había entendido, yo creía que Focalor era la anterior y ella es Furina. No entiendo, ¿por qué tiene 2 nombres?
Don't overthink it. I'll go find someone to arrange the meeting.
Y él así como que, es en serio. No me diste ni la opción de elegir. Yo tampoco me he atrevido a probarlo. Ya no estoy seguro si son japoneses o coreanos.
It could officially be considered a diplomatic conference.
Tiene sus
I
diferencias.
prefer to see our meeting today as an ordinary tea party.
Espera, ¿no habían dicho que se iba a ver con la... ¿Cómo se llama? ¿Con The Maid? ¿Por qué está Arlequino aquí?
I assume you see it the same way, Miss Farina?
La primera vez que vemos a Arlequino. Ah, ella es la Sota, ok. No, lo hubieran dejado como Arlequino. Porque la Sota. La cuarta de los ocelos fue tuya. Entonces fue como, caray, yo cuando dije que te iba a acompañar.
Lady Farina?
Yes.
I should thank you for providing the pastries. They look delectable. To make this tea party even more lively, I've invited someone else to join us today.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Monsieur Neuvillette. I was born in Fontaine, so naturally there's no need to introduce the nation's revered Eudex to me.
Ahorita se ve muy buena onda. ¡Ah, ese fuego! ¡Ese Pyro! Otra de Pyro. Bueno, no, la otra era de Crío y se convertía en Pyro. Su engaño es Pyro. So, yeah. No te voy a dejar de estar. Que estamos en historia, con permiso.
Oh, I'm not referring to when my children, Linny and Lynette, were falsely accused by you. Please don't misunderstand. The children of the House of the Hearth are often misunderstood, perhaps due to the reputation of the Fatui. There's no getting around that. All I meant to say is that Fontaine has been stable in recent years. The people are well off and the children lead happy, fulfilled lives. That is something truly worth cherishing.
Tiene un muy buen sentido de glamour. Creo que la mayoría de los Fatui tienen un buen sentido de glamour. Nobile se queda un poco corto, esa camisa como que mal acomodada, no. Pero los demás tienen muy buen sentido del glamour, te voy a ser sincera.
Now then, you have come regarding the matter of child, correct?
Well, yes. It appears the ever-busy Eudex Neuvillette doesn't wish to waste time with diplomatic pleasantries, and hopes that we can get straight to the point of our talk. Yes, as you surmised, understanding child's situation is indeed one of the goals of this trip. As we are both diplomats from Snezhnaya, as well as Fatui harbingers, Child and I have always been colleagues. Were anything to happen in Fontaine, each of us would serve as the other's attorney to resolve the issue.
O sea que ella se va a encargar de ser de abogado de Nobile.
So now, in my capacity as his attorney, I request that Child be turned over to Snezhnaya. We have a responsibility to cooperate with Fontaine and resolve what has happened to him together.
The rules governing attorneys only apply before a trial has concluded. Since a verdict has already been rendered, we see the case as settled. I apologize for being unable to grant your request.
Ya está cerrado, el caso está cerrado, entonces ya ni modo, Nobile se queda ahí hasta cuando sepa.
Outright refusal. Very well. I respect all the rules of Fontaine's courts, just as I respect you as Chief Justice. Okay, why don't we back up a step?
Un paso
You
atrás.
don't need to transfer Child to us. I only request to enter the fortress of Meripede to see Child and confirm his condition. It's not like you couldn't even manage to fulfill a simple request like that. Right, Miss Farina?
About that.
The fortress of Meripede has always been completely autonomous.
Independiente.
Even we have no authority to interfere there, and diplomatic issues do not suffice as an excuse.
Algo está raro. Mandaron a Nobile, ¿vale? Mis teorías, ya ven mis trust issues. Mis teorías. Adrede mandaron a Nobile. Y sabían muy bien que él iba a salir culpable por el Oracruz Terapy, esa cosa, ¿ok? Se me olvidó el nombre con eso de que vi puros TikToks de este señor repitiendo una y otra vez el nombre de esa cosa. Probablemente la culpabilidad de Nobile es el supuestamente haber matado a Morax. No es verdad, pero you understand the thing, ¿ok? Y posiblemente la misma máquina, el Oratrix no sé qué talal, le dio o sea, lo juzga por eso. Y sabían muy bien que lo iba a juzgar por eso. Y quieren algo de ese lugar en donde está ahorita encerrado el fuerte Merópide. Y estaban usando a Nobile para pretexto.
However,
pues.
If you absolutely must confirm the situation of the Harbinger, I have a proposal.
The knave showed up already? Well, Lenny did say that father will be returning soon.
¿Por qué father? Es madre. ¿Por qué father?
We didn't even
Está
know
mal la
that Lenny was
traducción,
from
¿no?
the House of the Hearth at the time, so we kinda overlooked that information.
Señoría debe tener mucho cuidado.
Yes, thank you for your kind advice. I'm well aware of the situation. I also noticed that
Es
Lady Farina acts a little
prácticamente
odd
una
and
forma
unnatural
bastante
whenever I bring
elegante
up
de decir
matters
no
related
shit,
to the
Sherlock.
name.
Obvio que tengo cuidado.
Could the knave
Furina
be
de forma muy
threatening
extraña.
Lady Farina or something?
If that were the case, then why wouldn't Lady Farina inform me? And what means could the knave possibly have to twist the arm of an Archon?
¿Y si tuvo una especie de contrato así como lo hizo Sonli? Para ayudarla, para que lo ayuden en algo.
Likely. Even though Farina can act a little weird at times, she's still an Archon.
In reality, this problem is even more thorny than it appears. According to reports from the fortress of Meropide, Child recently
¿Desaparecido?
disappeared under mysterious circumstances. The details are still unclear. We cannot rule out an escape, but there have also been no reports of him outside of the fortress of Meropide. Special guards oversee the fortress, and its internal systems are extensive. Combined with the special characteristics of the surrounding terrain, an escape should not be possible.
Algo
I
más.
suspect that there's something else behind Child's disappearance. I was only willing to share this information with you because you are friends of Child, and it is my duty to see justice done.
O sea, amigos, conocidos, ¿vale? Conocidos. Otra cosa es que él quiere ser mi amigo. De una forma un tanto extraña. pero somos conocidos, Newlet. No somos amigos.
So this is what you wanted to
Me
see
cae bien su
about
hermanito, pero no
before.
más.
Yes. I would like you to go to the fortress of Meropide and investigate.
Creo que ya se me
Child's
subió el
disappearance.
sollo.
This was my proposal during our meeting with the knave. Rather than allowing her to intervene, I offered to send someone to find out about Child's situation and report back to her in detail. The knave did not seem satisfied by my proposal, but she still agreed to go along with it for the time being. Her words were, "We will talk more once we have that report."
So that means we bought ourselves some time.
¿Pero por qué quiere que vayamos nosotras?
Firstly, you're already acquainted with Child. Your eyes may discern relevant details there that others would miss.
Claro, porque lo conocemos.
And secondly, is the consideration of the unique nature of the fortress of Meropide.
Isn't it just Fontaine's prison?
I would not define it so crudely. The fortress of Meropide is not affiliated with the court system of Fontaine on paper. It has always existed as an autonomous entity.
Pero si fuera independiente, entonces ¿por qué recibe a todos los juzgados de parte del sistema judicial?
Early in Fontaine's history, criminals were punished with exile, not imprisonment. Even today, sentences against convicted
Los delincuentes de
criminals
Fontaine no se
still include
los
exile, just as
castigaba con la
before.
cárcel, sino con el exilio. Recordemos que todos estos espíritus del agua están exiliados. Tan pronto murió la arconte anterior de Fontaine. O sea, son culpables de algo. Probablemente, obviamente, la muerte de la arconte, ¿verdad?
The fortress of Meropide may seem like a prison, but it should in fact be regarded as a gathering place for exiles. All we do is dispatch guards to keep watch and help maintain security, but we have no right to get involved with any other matters. Although I do have a personal relationship with the administrator there, neither myself nor the courts have the right to be directly involved with the investigation, no matter how serious the grounds.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. That's why you need us to conduct our own investigation as a third party, right?
Correct. I will arrange false charges
Cargos
against you so that
falsos.
you may secretly investigate inside the fortress during your detention. This will save us a lot of unnecessary trouble.
Pero eso no es ilegal, Newbillet. ¿Qué pasó con la justicia?
So, are you two willing to accept my proposal?
Por cierto, por desgracia, es cierto que conocemos a Newbillet.
Yeah, no matter how you look at it, unexpectedly.
You too have my sincere thanks. This matter is of critical importance to Fontaine's current situation. Also, I hope that both of you can keep this operation a secret.
Ok. Full secret.
We will rendezvous at the Fortress of Merope's entrance on Erenius once you've prepared yourselves. I will arrange for someone to take you inside.
Prepared ourselves? Is there something we need to prepare?
Perhaps you could enjoy a good meal and have a nice bath. I'm afraid that living conditions inside the fortress are nothing like those on the outside world.
All right! Even though we'll be there on trumped-up charges, we'll be in prison for real.
Huh.
On second thought...
Papá dice... No quiero ir a la cárcel. Y aceptaste, Pipe, no acepta las consecuencias.
Please do not worry. Since you are sacrificing both your time and quality of life for the sake of delivering this report, you will be compensated according to the highest standards permitted to legal staff, regardless of the outcome.
Pipe dijo, money, por supuesto. Ok.
That's more like it. Come on, traveler, let's go eat the best meal we can find. We'll eat so much that we won't need to eat another meal for a whole month. Your treat.
Ah, bien, gracias, Pipe.
Are you leaving now?
Desgraciado.
In that case, please take this cake as a token of my personal gratitude.
¿Lo hiciste tú? ¿Sabes cocinar? ¿No eres como Ei? ¿Dónde está el patel? Yo quiero ver el patel. ¿Por qué no me enseñas el patel? ¿Por qué no me enseñas el patel? Ok. Ya me voy. El soyu ya se me subió. Oh, la. Está bien sabroso, lo recomiendo. Sabor durazno. Café Lutecia. Sin fonda. Por los arcontes, ¿cuánto has pedido? ¿No te has comido hace un momento el pastel de Milet?
It was pretty good. But as soon as Paimon remembered that we're about to go to prison, Paimon's stomach suddenly became completely empty.
Paimon tiene un hoyo negro de estómago, en serio, como Kirby.
Now that Paimon thinks about it, we've always been super careful ever since we arrived.
Y siempre está en buena forma la doña.
Just to avoid breaking
Ojalá
any
tener algo como
strange
Paimon.
laws here. But here we are.
O sea, bueno, no tan en forma. Bueno, sí, bueno, no sé, sepa.
Maybe this is what they call fate. Let's just try our best to investigate everything quickly once we get there. Paimon doesn't want to stay in prison too long.
Se comprende. ¿Por qué nos toma fotos, señor? Ah, paparazzi.
Hey, you can't hear a taste. And what are you doing here, Charlotte?
Oh, don't remind me. I invited an eyewitness to a case to eat here, and I was planning to get some great material out of him. But he didn't even show up. Calm down. This is nothing new. As a journalist, you should be used to this by now. And as long as you can score some juicy tidbits from the traveler, you
¿por qué yo?
be able to cover the cost of the meal.
¿Por qué yo?
You know we can still hear you, Charlotte.
Never mind. It's nothing.
Ok, pues la próxima vez que regrese a ese súper,
You didn't commit a
tengo que
crime,
comprarme
did
al
you?
menos
Please tell me all about it.
3 hoyos. Yo creo.
No way! We would never! We're just going there to... Oh no, Paimon almost forgot that Neverlet told us to keep it a secret.
Para cumplir con la sentencia por redimirnos por destripar el final de una novela de misterio en público.
Huh? You're being arrested for that? Oh. But now that I think about it, I suppose that's not completely unreasonable. That's pretty despicable. Almost as offensive as committing theft.
Oh that serious?
Y pensar que su evento no le diste ninguna importancia. ¿Ves? Te lo dije, pues.
Sorry, Paimon really messed up.
Well, in that case, it's nothing particularly newsworthy after all. Oh, how disappointing. Oh, right. There's still a chance. Since you're going to be at the Fortress of Mirapede, would you be willing to help me gather some material for a story?
Una vez tuve un peinado similar a Charlotte.
About that,
Me quedaba bien.
Paimon doesn't think we'll have any time.
Tal vez algún día me lo vuelvo a cortar así.
No, it's nothing difficult. All you have to do is think of a way to get some time face to face with the warden of the fortress. He was awarded the honorary title of Duke in Fontaine. Sounds really cool, huh? Only those who have
Ahorita no me quiero
significant
cortar nada del
contributions
cabello.
to the
Quiero
nation
llegar a
have
que
been
mi cabello
conferred
llegue a
this
los
title.
pompis. Nunca me ha llegado a los pompis, ¿ok?
Incredibly
y quiero intentar a ver si puedo aguantar el no cortarme el cabello hasta que me llegue a los pompis. Me falta mucho. Probablemente en 3 años llegue a eso, pero bueno, eso.
On top of that, the Fortress of Mirapede has never been under the jurisdiction of the courts. Practically nobody, including journalists like me, knows anything about the person in charge there. Oh, if I could write an exclusive article about him, I bet it would sell a boatload of papers.
You make it sound easy, but it really depends.
Of course, I wouldn't ask you to do it for free, so this meal is on me.
All right, you got a deal. We'll
Gracias.
get anything you want.
Then it's settled. The food should be here any second, right? Huh? Wait, just how much did you order?
Te vas a quedar pobre, Charlotte. Hiciste la decisión incorrecta. Vas a valer patata.
Oh, Paimon's so full.
Al igual que Nadia.
Guess we have nothing to regret now, so let's get going.
Todavía no se recupera la doña de...
Wait. Paimon just said something really ominous, didn't she?
Maybe. ¿Dónde es? No, en serio, ¿dónde es? Ah, aquí. Es que no lo ubico. Ya se me subió el soyu. Ya sé que lo dije ya anteriormente, pero... Uy. Uy. Uy.